Okay.
It's a painstaking process.
Can I get some more epoxy, please?
But for these passionate volunteers, the work is worth it.
What they're working on here tonight is just finishing up the last of the fiberglassing work.
In a hangar at the Springbank Airport west of Calgary, the group is building a plane. More specifically, they're replicating this, the Avro Aero.
This is the cockpit area. It's currently under development.
Paul Guys is the president of the Avro Museum and the engineering lead on the project.
We are designing and building a high-performance twin-turbine aircraft. That's not a game.
Built in the 1950s, the Aero was a technological marvel, built to intercept Soviet bombers during the Cold War.
They developed technologies in the Avro Aero that are still in use today.
But in 1959, the Aero project was canceled, leaving many to wonder what could have been.
It was remarkable in terms of what it achieved.
Now, after more than 2 decades of work, the Aero 2 is taking shape. It's smaller than the original, but when it's done, it'll still be one of the biggest and fastest recreational planes in the country. The plan is to fly the aircraft at air shows around the world to celebrate a crown jewel of Canadian innovation.
No one else has built a flying replica of the Aero.
The aircraft is still at least 5 years away from even hitting the runway, but pilot Jason Paulsett is already preparing.
I mean, it's just a iconic, legendary aircraft, so to be privileged to fly this thing is just going to be amazing.
Meantime, scores of original documents relating to the Aero are being digitized to create a massive new online library.
This is what we're here to do, is to keep it relevant, to keep the history alive, to make it interesting and available.
A dedicated group of aviation enthusiasts well on their way to replicating Canadian history. Blake Law, Global News.